Howie. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We always like to give it a couple of extra minutes for people that may have a little challenge getting on the internet. I see we got Rwanda. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the call, everyone. All right. Tanzania. All right. Welcome, Theo. Uganda. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me make sure I got everything in line since I'm not on my normal computer and I'm about to trash the other one. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and get this party started. My name is Chris Bailey. I'll be your co-host for the day. We do this presentation every Thursday at whatever time it is in your time zone. I'm here with my wonderful co-host and my great friend Dale Franklin. And we're here to share some incredible information with you. I'm gonna go ahead and move out the way and turn it over to my business partner, my friend Dale. Dale is absolutely a rock star in this business, in this industry. Dale has had a lot of success, not only in the home-based business space, but he's a serial entrepreneur. He has traditional businesses, very successful guy. So he's someone you want to listen to. But what I love about us partnering up and doing these presentations is Dale actually owns an automotive store. So there you can't find anyone better that can share the information about the product than this guy. He knows 100% about it, 100% about the business. He loves, and is passionate about helping people. And man, this guy is super successful and makes a lot of money. So you want to take notes if you are a guest today, and we'd like to welcome you. And we're going to get this party started. So without further ado, let me turn it over to you, Dale. Dale, the call is all yours, buddy.
Thanks, Chris. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Okay, great. Wow, look at all the different countries we got represented today. What a wonderful group. And I see so many leaders here, so many good friends. And if you're on this call for the very first time and somebody invited you to this call, take a moment and thank them. Okay. So either now or after it's over, thank them because they cared enough to show you this. Now, this may be something that when we get all done with this, you may be excited enough to become an affiliate with us and have a chance to make a lot of money. Or you may see the value in our product and you may want to become a customer and purchase our product, and you're going to save a lot of money. Or you might not be interested at all, and that's okay too. The person who invited you may ask you a couple questions like, who do you know that is trying to succeed? Who is always out there trying to make a little bit more money for their family, always working extra jobs, things like that. If you know somebody like that, please refer them so they'll have other people to talk to. But again, the beautiful thing about this, they cared enough to invite you so that you could make a legitimate decision on whether or not this is something for you. Okay? They didn't do this out of a spite or meanness or anything like that. They did this because they cared for you and they believe that this is something that would work for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. And again, when you're all done with this, thank them for at least thinking of you, because this is to me, this is one of the best options in the world as far as a way to either create a
recording in progress,
create a legacy business that could go on for generations to come. And they again, they cared enough to let you know about it. So my name is Dale Franklin. I'm tell you a real quick few things about me. I'm 68 years old. I am financially free. I tell you that not to brag. I tell you that because I want you to understand the reason that I do this is because I'm trying to give back. I am trying to help people. I'm trying to pay it forward for all my good fortune. I've been married to my wife for 44 years. I have 4 adult children, 2 boys, 2 girls. I've got an 8-year-old grandson, a little 1-year-old granddaughter, another grandson on the way. I've owned 8 businesses in my life, and they've all been successful to one degree or another. So I would say that I've been blessed. And so, I had been looking for something that I could do to kind of give back, pay the universe back for my good fortune, and I found it with this company. Okay, so please hear us out and see if this is something for you. I'm going to be talking today about a product called Fuel Factor X, and I'm going to bring up a screen for that in just a minute. But it was brought to me by a friend of mine who knew that I owned an automotive center and thought this would be something that my customers would really enjoy. And I tested my own vehicle first, got great results. I'll mention that a little bit better in a few minutes. And then I started selling it to my customers, and they were getting great results from it. So my buddy who brought me into this said, you know, not only can you sell this in your store, but you can build a team of people that do this around the world and help people. And I had that aha moment. Okay, I've been looking for something where I could help people throughout the world, and this is it. This is my opportunity to do that. So that's what I've been doing for the last several years. I've been selling this product for over 15 or 16 years. I have been working with My Daily Choice, the company that we're representing, for the last 4 or 5 years. Before that, I was working with a previous company that also sold this product under a different name. So we have a history with this product. We know it works, and we know it's going to do great in Africa. So let me share my screen. Give me 1 second here. Everybody who knows me well knows my limited technical abilities. Here we go. This is what we're talking about, guys. We're talking about Fuel Factor X, which we call FFX. Okay, and what does it do? It reduces emissions, improves fuel economy, enhances performance, and prolongs engine life. And I'm going to expand on all those in just a moment. But again, this is a incredible product that we've been selling for years. In 2008, 2009, the last time fuel prices were even close to what they are now, we were selling this product all over Africa. We had 38,000 affiliates doing this business in Ghana. We were doing over $2 million a month in Nigeria, and we were in South Africa or in Eastern Africa. We were doing great things with this, and a lot of people in the African market, along with other people around the world, but the African market really took off with this, saw the value of it, and we made a lot of people in Africa a lot of money. Well, now here we are in 2024, and the price of fuel is higher than it was then, and so we know that history is going to repeat itself, because this is doing the same exact thing now that it did back then. One of the amazing things about this product is, although fuel prices have gone up since then, FFX is selling for the same price now that it sold for in 2007, 2008. Okay, how many things do you know that can say that? So you got a fantastic product at a fantastic price. That's going to, history is going to repeat itself, and you guys have an opportunity to be part of this. This screen I just bring up for one basic reason. It tells you everything I just told you there in the bubbles. But if you look down the lower right-hand corner, it says FFX is a comprehensive fuel treatment. And why do I emphasize that? Okay. Some of the questions I get asked the most when I present this product around the world is it going to screw up my vehicle warranty? Okay. FFX is a comprehensive fuel treatment. It does not change the specifications of the fuel, and thus it does not affect your warranty one bit. You don't have to worry about that. You can relax. It doesn't affect that. It will. It's also, I get people say, well, what happens if something does happen? What happens if this product ruins my motor? I get that question all the time. Well, number one, in 25 plus years of this product being out on the market in different names, it has never had a claim against it. Okay, never had a damaged engine or any problems whatsoever. But if it ever does, we have a multi-million-dollar insurance policy to cover it. Okay, it doesn't cost the company much, because after 25 years of paying for it and not having a claim, the insurance companies are more than willing to give us a good deal. So again, you don't have to worry about warranties. You don't have to worry about problems with your engine, because there just aren't any, and if there are, we are fully insured. Okay, so that's what I wanted to get across here. Let's see, next. FFX is an advanced fuel treatment. It's good for your engine and the planet. Okay, it's going to, as I said before, it's going to help reduce emissions and give you better fuel economy. It's an all-in-one solution. There are a lot of products out there on the market today that do one or two of the things that our product does, but there's nothing that does everything that our product does. Okay, so keep that in mind. And again, I'm going to emphasize the four things. It prolongs engine life and reduces wear. It increases fuel economy. It reduces harmful emissions and pollutants and improves vehicle performance and horsepower. Now, I keep telling you this type of things, but what am I actually saying? All right. Well, for one, when we're talking about how much better a fuel economy you're going to get, in the United States, we see between 7 and 20% fuel savings, depending on the vehicle, depending on the condition of the vehicle, and so forth. In Africa, we see anywhere from 15 to 35% savings, with some outliers that do much higher than that. But I'd rather under promise and over deliver. So we're going to stick to 15 to 35% savings. Why, might you ask, do you get better savings in Africa than we do in the United States? Well, for one thing, let's start with the African, many of the African countries export oil. And what do they export? They export their best. They export their sweet crude. The best, the one that they get paid the most for is the one that they export. So they're exporting that to the United States, to Europe, to some countries in Asia. And you end up, what the African market ends up with is a lesser quality oil, okay? What they call sour crude, or maybe not as quite as higher grade as what we're getting from you guys, okay? So because of that, that's the number one thing that's going to affect how things work in Africa. On top of that, in the United States, we already put a lot of additives in our oil right when the oil is being refined. Okay, so in Africa, that's not the case. There's very little of that. So when we add our additive to our fuel in United States, in Europe, in Asia, we get a substantial savings, but not as much as you get in Africa. Okay, because of this. So when we add our product to your fuel in Africa, you're going to get a much better result, because you're starting out with a lesser quality oil with less additives in it. So we're gonna make it look really, really good. Another thing you should know about how fuel works. I'm going to talk about internal combustion engine. We're talking about a gasoline engine or a petrol engine. Okay, I think most people kind of understand how it works. You have fuel being pumped into a piston through an injector, sprays a mist in there of the fuel, and then a spark plug sparks, causes that fuel to ignite, creates an explosion. The explosion becomes force. The force is what operates the motor, which gives you the power to go forward. Okay, I think most people understand that. Well, what FFX does, it lowers the burn rate. One of the things it does is lower the burn rate by about 40 degrees. By doing that, we burn more of the available fuel that is in the piston each time the spark plug sparks. If we're burning more of the available fuel, that means we're going to have a bigger explosion. Bigger explosion means more force. More force means more power. It means if you leave your foot on the gas pedal where you always have it, you're going to go faster. Or if you let off on the gas pedal, bringing it back to the speed that you want to be at, you're going to go, excuse me, you're going to go further on that fuel. So it's either going to give you more power or give you more efficiency. As an offshoot to this, because we're burning more of the available fuel in that piston during that period of time with that spark plug, if we're burning more of the available fuel, you're going to have less smoke coming out of your tailpipe. That black smoke you see coming out of your tailpipe, all that is unburnt fuel. Okay? If we're burning more of the available fuel, it just makes sense, there's less unburnt fuel coming out of your tailpipe. What does that unburnt fuel become? It becomes pollution. It becomes very harmful to the planet. We reduce the emissions by using our product by about a third, 33%. Okay? So imagine if every vehicle in Africa was using our FFX. Think what that would do for the welfare of the continent of Africa and the world by the reduction in pollution that we'd be generating. So keep that in mind. So I hope this explains well to you the simple fact that by using our product, we are going to be more efficient, we're going to give you more power, and we're going to help save the planet. Okay. Also, one last thing on this part that I want to mention is if you have a vehicle that requires high performance fuel, for instance, a Mercedes, a BMW, a sports car, and it tells you have to have the more expensive fuel like V-Power or something like that. You no longer need to use that. You can use regular fuel with our FFX, and it's going to give you the same benefits that you would by going to the higher price fuel. So in a case like that, you're going to save money by buying a lesser expensive fuel to begin with, and you're going to go further on it when you do use it. So you're going to save on both ends. Okay, so keep that in mind. What do we use this product in? Okay, we use this in anything that burns carbon-based fuel. So again, anything, cars, motorcycles, boats, ATVs, trucks, generators, heavy equipment, RVs, 18-wheelers, even the gas you use for cooking in your home. Okay, you can use this and save substantially. And you can use it in diesel, gasoline, petrol, paraffin, the bunker C fuel that they use in the shipping industry, you name it. If it's a carbon-based fuel, we can use our product in it, and it's going to help benefit. This slide here we show because we wanted to see what we could do a while back as far as what we'd have to buy at a parts store to do the same thing that FFX does. And you can see in the insert, we went out, we bought a whole bunch of different things, came to almost a gallon of product you have to put in your tank every time you filled up. And it would, again, it would cost you about $70 to buy all this stuff. It'd be about a gallon of stuff you'd have to put into your tank, and you'd have to do that every time. Now, we did this a while back, so that $70 is now probably closer to $90. Okay, to do what you can do by one of our little FFX sachets, which is a 10 ml, that will do the same thing. Okay, so and you can purchase that for somewhere, depending on how you buy it, whether you buy it in the sachet or you buy it in the bottle, per unit cost is somewhere between $4 and $6 US. Okay, and it's going to save you so much more than that. The only time you're ever going to pay for this product is the first time. After that, anything that any more you buy, you're going to be using the house money. You're going to be using the money that you saved by using it. The amount of fuel that you're saving is going to more than offset your next purchase, your next purchase, the next purchase. So the only time you're ever going to have to really invest your own money is the very first time. Okay, keep that in mind. Let's see here. This one here, I just want to go through so give you an idea of everything our product does do. It has an organometallic compound in it, which is the catalyst I talked about that lowers the burn rate by about 40 degrees and allows us to burn more of the available fuel. Okay, so keep that in mind. This organometallic compound was invented by two NASA scientists who won the Nobel Prize of Science years ago for inventing this. Okay. So again, this was invented originally for rocket ships, and now you have that technology in something that's going to be working in your own personal vehicles. We also have lubricants that help reduce friction in pumps, pistons, pumps, and injectors. We have detergents that are going to help clean and maintain injectors as well as the rest of the fuel system. We have polymerization retardants that reduce solids that form in your fuel tank and keep the engine clean. We have rust and corrosion inhibitors that remove and prevent rust from forming in the fuel system. We have demulsifiers. A demulsifier is something that helps remove moisture from fuel. So if you have moisture built up in your fuel, it will actually, excuse me one second, shut that off. There. If you have moisture in your tank, the demulsifier will encapsulate the moisture, drop it to the bottom of the tank so that it won't be sucked into your fuel system as it's being pumped to the engine. So you don't have to worry about that. A single drop of water in a diesel engine can ruin an injector and cost thousands of dollars. So this is very important. And then we have a fuel stabilizer in our product, which keeps fuel stable for 5 to 7 years. If you have fuel that's been stored for any length of time, you know that it starts separating into a very thin fluid and also a more jelly-like or syrupy type fluid. Now, if you have a generator that's been sitting for a while and the fuel starts to separate, when that generator comes on, It's going to start pulling some of that fuel through. It's going to get some of that syrupy stuff pulled in. It's going to plug the fuel filter, and you're just when you need it the most, your generator is going to stop. It's going to die. Okay. So by having something that keeps the fuel stabilized, even if you haven't used your generator for a couple years and all of a sudden it starts up, it's going to start, it's going to continue to run the way it's supposed to. So again, that's again, fuel stabilizer, very important. This is something I want to run over with you. These are the 4 potential things that can happen when you use FFX. And so I want you to really pay attention to what I'm saying here, because many people will try this product one time and maybe not see results immediately and say, oh, it doesn't work, I'm not going to try it anymore. Well, that's not how this thing works, okay? It's not a miracle in a bottle. This is science, and science takes time, because some vehicles will be brand new, some will be older, some will be well maintained, some won't be, and everything like that affects how this product is going to work. But the beautiful thing about it is, once you start getting the efficiencies that our product will give you, from then on, as long as you use the product, you're going to continue to see those savings. So I mean, you can have your vehicle for 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 miles, and you will continue to get great efficiency as long as you continue to use the product. So I'm going to take you to the next slide. This slide is designed to really explain what the 4 lines in the graph show. The first one, the blue line. The blue line is what happens to about 38% of the vehicles that use our product. You start seeing savings immediately, okay? The first tankful, you see savings. The second tankful, you see more savings. The third tankful, it gets better and better and better until you reach optimization. And then as long as you continue to use the product, you will have that savings forever, okay? The next line that we're going to talk about is the green line. The green line, you see, starts out kind of flat and then takes off. Well, what that could be is, you got a little bit of a carbon buildup in your engine, a little bit of varnish buildup or something like that. And while our product is cleaning that out, it's making the engine work a little harder, which is offsetting the savings that you'll be getting from FFX. And so until that gets all cleaned out, you basically stay flatlined. And then once it's cleaned out and the engine can work more efficiently and the FFX is doing its job, then you'll continue to get better and better efficiency until you reach optimization. Okay. And again, I want you to understand, that's why I want you to understand this is, don't just give somebody one treatment of this and not tell them what could possibly happen and then let them go. Because if they don't see the benefits right off the bat, they're going to go out and tell people the product doesn't work. It does work. It's science. It works every single time, but every engine is different. And so you have to tell them about this so they'll be prepared for what could happen. The next line is the pink line. The pink line is what I told you I was going to talk about my vehicle. Back then I had a Toyota Tundra pickup, and I was using it in, and I started seeing, when I first started using the product, I started losing efficiency. I started losing mileage, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, what's going on here? Have I made a mistake? And what happened, my truck had over 100,000 miles on it. I hadn't had a chance to service it because I own an automotive center, but the last people to get worked on in an automotive center are the owners. We're a busy shop. We never turn customers away. And so I hadn't had a chance to have my guys work on my vehicle. So I had 100,000 miles on it, had a bunch of carbon buildup, a bunch of varnish. And once we started using it, the FFX softened all that stuff up and started pushing it through the engine. It made the engine work very, very hard, which made me lose fuel efficiency. It was working harder than what the FFX was benefiting. Once the engine got all cleaned out, it started to get better and better and better. And by my sixth tank full, I had gone from 16.0 miles per gallon to 19.2. An exact 20% increase is what I got. And that's what I maintained for years after that, owning the same pickup. So again, that's something that happen. You need to tell your people that could happen so they're prepared for that. And then the last one is the gold line. The gold line is where you might have some really baked on carbon. And while the cleaning stuff in our product is softening that, you might start getting good fuel economy right off the bat. But then once the carbon is all softened and starts to work through the engine, now the engine is working a little harder, and the efficiency will drop until that's pushed through the engine, and then it will keep on getting better and better and better until you reach optimization again. So as you can see, all four of the lines in the graph all eventually end up about the same place, but it may take several tankfuls for you to get there. So this is something you need to tell your customers so that they'll understand and be prepared for it, so that they don't freak out like I did when the first few tankfuls I was losing fuel economy. So again, those are the four things that are going to happen. They'll happen dependent on the age of the vehicle, the maintenance of the vehicle, and all the different things that could happen. So let me get out of this. The next thing I do, I always take a moment and go through this list of the 9 things that you benefit from using our product. Being 68 years old, if I try to remember them all out of memory, I'd probably leave one out. And you trust me, you'll understand as you get older what I'm talking about. The mind doesn't work as well as it used to. So I'm going to read these off to you. Number 1, FFX increases fuel economy by 7 to 20% in the US, 15 to 35% in Africa. Number 2, it prolongs engine life and reduces engine wear. Very important. Number 3, it improves vehicle performance and horsepower. Number 4, it reduces harmful emissions and pollutants by about 1/3. Super, super important. It's number 5, it's a fuel stabilizer. It prolongs the life of stored fuel. Number 6, it's a demulsifier. It helps separate water from fuel. Number 7, you can replace premium fuel with regular fuel with no change in performance, fuel economy, or engine wear. Okay, save you a bunch of money there with your performance vehicles on both ends. Number 8, it can be used in both gas and diesel fueled vehicles. Anything that burns carbon-based fuel, we can use this in. And lastly, number 9, it's highly concentrated. A 1/4 ounce treats up to 20 gallons, or a 10 ml foil pack will treat up to 76 liters. Okay, so when you buy our product, it comes in these small foil packs or small bottles. They don't weigh a lot, so it keeps the shipping down for shipping it. And all you're getting is the good stuff. You're not getting any fillers. You're not getting anything that the companies put in there just to make their bottle look bigger. You're just getting what you need. So I've told you everything I want you to hear about the product today. But I don't want you to hear it just from me. I want you to also hear it from fellow Africans. So Chris is going to play a few testimonials, and then we'll bring you back so that he can tell you about the business.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, sir.
Please, can we meet you?
Okay, my name is Sandra Jones.
When was the first time you used Foil Factor X in your cooking gas?
That was July.
July when?
July 6th.
July 6th. So, and what has it been like since then?
It's been wonderful, like wonderful.
So how many times have you refilled after that time?
I have not refilled after that time again.
So you mean that since 6th of July,
up until
today 30th of August, you are still using the gas?
Yes.
And how many mil did you put inside?
2.
2 mil.
2 mil.
And you are still using it?
Yes.
Before you started using our product, how long do you use your gas for?
3 weeks max.
3 weeks.
Yes, because I cook every day because of children.
And you have been cooking since July 6th.
July 6th till date.
Till date.
Like,
and
even if there is no light, I use it to boil water for us to bathe.
Okay.
Because of the cold. So I'm not just only using it to cook food. I use it to do other, even beans. I use it to boil beans.
Now, wow, this is our product.
Honestly, it's really, really amazing. So lovely.
6th of July.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is 30th of August.
Generator, yeah.
Yes, sir.
How many hours? Toba full, how many hours? Low man low.
Toba full. We load more than 8 hours.
Be 8 hours.
Then, sir.
Okay, so at the TV, kini yẹn sí lánàá. So mo fẹ́ wo ibi tó dé.
Yes,
So I'm gonna wo record yẹn. How many hours ló ti run? But just sorry wo ibi tó dé báyìí. Ó sì pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ó sì pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Be half a bit. Ó ṣì ju half àbí kí mo rí yẹn?
Ó ju half lọ díẹ̀.
Ó ju half lọ díẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sà.
Okay, mo fẹ́ mọ how many hours tẹ́tí lò.
Okay, sà.
Báwo lẹ ṣe lò náà?
A kàn ní bí 6 lánàá. A parí after 1.
You put it on at 6?
And we off it around 1:20.
Okay, let's quickly go and look at your record. So time will let Olaliano.
After 5 minutes to 6.
Because I was here. Yeah, that was almost 6 o'clock. So 5:55.
Yes.
5:55.
And
And
we
then the
off
money.
it 1:20. 20 minutes
1:20.
after 1.
Okay. That's not 8 hours. So let's say 6 o'clock to 1:20. 6 o'clock to 1:20 is 8 hours. Wait, 6 o'clock to 12 midnight is 6 hours. To 1 a.m. is 7 hours. So 7 hours 20 minutes.
Yes.
So this should be 7 hours 25 minutes. Eh?
Yes, sir.
Then ele nisi at only 5:20 a.m. Okay. And you put it off at 8 a.m.
Yes.
So that's like 3 hours.
Yes, sir.
So that means it has run for 10 hours.
Yes.
And what we just saw now is that the fuel is still more than half.
And we have to run again.
And we're putting it on again.
Yeah.
So I want to know, okay, well, once the sun comes out, we'll put on the inverter. Okay, all right. Thank you.
Because I'm a facility manager and hotel manager too, I manage hotels. So one of our main products and what takes money away from us is actually the issue of diesel. So when he now says something concerning diesel, that's something that can save me money, of course I will be interested because I know that I'm spending millions of naira every month on diesel. So that was what brought me to coming to it. And I came, and I'm a very practical person. You tell me that this thing can work. The first thing that I will do is to test you out. Is it a fact or something? So I collected the first product and I put time into it and began to measure it. So what got me again now the fourth time to come and buy was that one of the facilities that I manage saved me. We have 3,000 liters of diesel, and I bought for these 3,000 liters. We were able to save 550 liters of diesel on that particular product. So this product is real, and I advise everybody.
Hi friends, I'm here to share my experience using this amazing product called Fuel Factor X, or FFX for short. Before FFX, I fill my tank every week, which is 4 times a month. But since I started using FFX, I fill my tank twice a month. So FFX is saving me about 25,000 naira every month. Imagine I use it for the year, I'm going to be saving about 300,000 naira. Do you use petrol or diesel daily at home or in your business? Then you need FFX. Drop your information or contact so that you can attend any of our information sessions, either physically in Ikeja, Lagos, or on any of our online platforms. FFX, helping individuals and businesses save money on fuel.
And I was looking at my fuel, I was scared, and it wasn't moving. When I dropped the person at University of Lagos from Isheri, it took me about 1 hour 48 minutes with the Ojojubega traffic. And mind you, I was on quarter when I left Oronshoki. When I dropped the person at Unilight Gate, I took another request from Unilight Gate to Oshodi side after Charity.
Wow.
Brown Street.
Brown Street, at Oshodi, yes.
Oshodi.
Yes.
When I dropped that person, I said, don't let me overdo it, let me just go home, JJ. And I drove back to Oronshoki. And from quarter time, the fuel just get to, in fact, just below the quarter line.
Wow.
Then from this morning, I drove all the way to
Ikeja. Wow.
As I was about to enter Skyway compound, it now gave me warning lights.
Red.
Not even red, just warning.
Warning light. The first light. Okay.
Which means it's still going to go off.
So that warning light now shows you still have almost like 20 to 18 liters.
Yeah,
because because my Jeep now, when it enter red, I still have like 15 liters.
Because you have 100 liters.
10 tanks. Okay.
So like 15 liters.
15 liters. Wow. That's huge testimony. My people.
I decided to buy executive pack this money.
God bless you.
If I cannot sell it, I will use it.
God bless you. God bless you. Can you see, everybody? Did you just listen to him now? That is great testimony from quarter tank, from Oroshoki down to Ojodubega. That's beyond Ojodubega. That's at the back of TV, channel television. Isheri. Back to wow, down to another from that place, OPT Estate to University of Lagos. Wow, that is.
So I want to show you a simple demonstration of how to use FFX inside your cooking gas. This is 12 Factor X 4-pack, 10 mil. This is the bottle, the 120 mil. So my gas just finished and I've been waiting for it to finish since middle of June. I can't remember the exact date. So now I'm going to show you how to put it into your cooking gas. All right, I've already poured the contents of this sachet into this small container and then extracted everything into my syringe. What you need to do is you have your FFX inside your syringe, okay, whatever volume. What you need is 2 mils of FFX inside a 12.5 kg cylinder, just 2 mils, not the entire sachet. So use something. I have a screwdriver. You can use the top of the syringe cap, and then depress the knob in the middle. All right, just press it down. You see nothing is coming out, all the air is gone because the gas has finished. You have to do this on an empty cylinder or else it's the gas that will be flowing out. And then put the syringe in once you depress that. If you leave it, you will see that it will stay right up. That shows that it has gone in a bit. So all we need to do is now dispense 2 mils into it. So this is currently at 9 mils. I want it to go down to about 7. So I will start to dispense. Voila. Now take your cylinder to the gas station and fill. So with your cooking gas, FFX actually extends the lifespan by over 100%. So without FFX, this lasted me about 6 weeks, middle of June. Today is 2nd of August, and it just finished today. So I'm expecting that this should take me at least 12 weeks. So I'm going to update you guys on when this cylinder finishes after I fill it today. So now let's go and fill our gas.
Okay. So what have we learned so far? We've learned that we have a product called FFX that will save you money on fuel, increase the life of your vehicle, and it's going to help us live on a greener, healthier planet. I don't see anything wrong with any of those. Do you? So, and the next part is now we're going to talk about the opportunity. And, if you decide to become a business partner with us, we could also help you become wealthy. Okay. Whatever that wealth means to you, whether it's a couple extra $100 a month, or whether it's $10,000 or more a month, we can help you do whatever you decide you want to do. So at this point in time, I'm going to introduce you to Chris Bailey. You're in for a treat, guys. Chris is a natural leader in this business. He's a natural trainer. He's a natural motivator. He has built a business in, I believe, 4 different network marketing companies over his career. Wherever he's been, he's always ended up floating to the top of some of the top leaders in the company. And the reason is because he's a master at building what I call lieutenants, people that he trains and motivates so that they become the best they can be. Okay, he takes their strengths and makes them stronger. He takes their weaknesses and it helps them along the way. He's done this in such a way so he's created this duplication process so that he can do that to his lieutenants, who can do it to their lieutenants, and so on, so that you end up with a team of people that are all natural leaders to whatever extent that they can become that. And because of that, more and more of his people are successful than almost any other team I'm aware of. So again, he's been my friend for over 15, 16 years. We've done a lot of things together, traveled around the world together. And he's somebody I would trust with anything I own. I mean, he is somebody that you're going to want to listen to, and you're going to want to think about what he has to say, because everything he says is going to be a pearl of wisdom, I guarantee you. So without any further ado, Chris, are you there?
Yes, sir, Dale. Thank you, man. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Again, let's give it back to Dale, man. That was some amazing information. I always love to, hear from Dale, and his knowledge is just incredible when it comes to this product. So we're going to go ahead and shift gears and talk about the opportunity piece. As Dale said, I've been pretty successful in the industry to the point where I quit my job maybe about 18 years ago, and never went back to a 9 to 5, and have experienced multiple different companies, some of the biggest companies in the world in the home-based business space. And I'll tell you, my Daily Choice is absolutely up there with the best of the best. Okay. And the reason why I got started with my Daily Choice is because pound for pound, they have the world's best compensation plan that I've ever seen. And as a matter of fact, they have some of the top 10 earners in the entire world in the home-based business space. But my Daily Choice is still kind of a baby company compared to the companies that have been around for 30, 40, 50 years. And yet our people are out earning most people in the industry. So when I saw that, I was like, wow, this is a no-brainer. There are a lot of other tremendous things about my Daily Choice that I'm going to share with you as we go along. So let's get started. Let's get right into it. And one thing that I love is this Fuel Factor X product. It's a one-of-a-kind product. We have very little to no competition whatsoever. You've probably never seen a product like this, because in all my years of marketing it, I still haven't seen a product like this. So just think about the fact that we have very little to no competition whatsoever. And you're in the fuel industry, all right? Let's just call it what it is. You're tapping into one of the most lucrative industries in the entire world. And the other thing that's really unique about this product, different from any other product that I've ever marketed, is the fact that not only can you market it to friends and family and people that you meet on the street, but you can also market it to companies. All right, you can close one commercial deal that can completely change your life. So that makes the product very unique, one-of-a-kind opportunity, and it's just absolutely amazing. Another thing that I like that I normally don't mention is the fact that everyone uses fuel in some kind of way, form, or fashion, whether it's cooking or if it's driving. So this doesn't matter if you're male or female, if you're young or old. We all want to save money at the pump. All right, so as I was talking about the compensation plan, which is absolutely amazing, most companies pay out anywhere from 40 to 45% of the business volume back to the field. This company pays out 85%. And this right here is the reason why my Daily Choice top earners are out earning other people in other companies. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about how this all comes together. But as I always say, my favorite phone call is when someone says, hey, Chris, I made all this money and I don't know how. Okay. So, but no matter how much you're probably willing to cash the check. So it's really, really cool. I've done detailed training, and it's on Dale Franklin's website, dalefranklin.net, where I've done 2 different 1-hour sessions on the compensation plan in detail, how to maximize it and make the most money out of it in the whole detail. So, but what I love about it is we get paid every single week. So if you join today, you get a customer today, let's say, you'll get paid next week, all right, which is pretty instantaneous. And I love that. So we have customer acquisition bonuses and jumpstart bonuses. Jumpstart bonuses are when you sign up a new affiliate and they place an order. So those bonuses, again, are paid out every week. Then we build on a 2-team system. We call that binary. And I love the binary because it's pretty unlimited. This company has where you can earn up to $5 million a month in the binary. So it can be very, very lucrative as you're building an organization. All right, so the company takes a snapshot of your entire team, your entire business, and each month they cut you a check based on that. Then we have leadership check matching, which is really, really cool because to me, that's my favorite part of the compensation plan for multiple reasons. One being it's the most lucrative part of the compensation. And then 2, all right, that means that you're helping people have success. So if you're matching their checks and they're making big checks, then guess what? You're going to make even bigger checks. Then we have one-time rank bonuses that go from $100 all the way up to $500,000. And yes, we have people getting these checks every single day, which is really, really cool, especially in the African market as it's completely exploding right now. And then we have monthly rank bonuses. So whatever rank you continue to hold, the company will constantly give you extra money on your paycheck based on that as well. And then we have a global bonus pool, which is very unique with this company. Every company I've been with to get the global bonus pool, you had to be a high-ranked person. Here, you can join today and get a share of the bonus pool this month, or multiple shares, actually. So the way it works is when you get 4 new customers or business partners to place orders, you actually get 1 share of the bonus pool, okay? So it has to be 40 BV or higher. But if you get 4 people, you get 1 share of the pool. 8 people, you get 2 shares. So for every 4, you add additional shares, and there's no limit to the amount of shares you can qualify for. All right, then we have cutting edge technology. This is really cool because it's free, right? And you know, typically people will pay thousands of dollars to get a marketing system designed. Then they have to pay monthly fees on top of it. And then typically you'll already still have your company website that you have to pay fees for as well. Here, we don't pay anything, okay? Our marketing system, websites, training systems, all of that is part of the program, and it's completely free. So the business opportunity is completely free. You just purchase just like a customer would, but say, I want to make money, and you don't have to pay anything extra, okay? So let's talk about becoming an affiliate. It's all about the product, ladies and gentlemen. He who has the most product wins, okay? So what we all do is we come in at the executive level, which gives us enough product to use for ourselves, and then also enough to build our business with. In other words, selling it to other people and letting people try it, okay? And executive, obviously, as you can see, it makes way more money than any other level. And if you're going to do the business, my one single question is, do you want to make some of the money or all of the money? Okay, at executive level, you make all of the money. I mean, you make the same amount of money per customer that a top earner in the company makes when you're an executive. But I always say, get in where you fit in. Sometimes money may be a little bit tight, and you can come in at the builder and then upgrade at any time. Just get back to the person who invited you on, and they can assist you with getting started. Now, we also have another way of getting started. It's called brand bucks, and this is really, really exciting because you get way more value for the money. So you could purchase the product directly, or you can purchase this brand buck. Now, the brand buck is like a prepaid credit card where you actually just put, you know, you get the brand buck, and then you can purchase product off of it based on the value of, you know, how much you have on the brand buck available, right? Which is really cool because this comes with so many more perks and benefits. And my thing is, if you're going to buy the product, why not get the brand buck where you can get all the other perks and benefits? So, for example, the $199 brand buck, okay, not only gives you $100 or $200 in value to spend on the product, but what the company does is they discount the product if you use brand buck, right? So you're actually going to pay less for the product, but it comes with other perks and benefits that are absolutely amazing. The first one is it comes with $200 in savings for travel, okay? So if you want to get a hotel room, if you're traveling and you're going to stay somewhere, you get up to $200 off of that hotel room, you know, just by booking it through your website if you have the brand bucks, okay? And then there are other tremendous things where you get deals on dining and shopping. But what's most important to me is the one level of check match, okay? Because check match, as I said, is the most lucrative part of the compensation plan. And typically you don't qualify for check match until you hit 5K affiliate. But if you purchase this brand buck and you have, you're eligible for a check match because someone on your team made a tremendous amount of money in the binary, all right, you're going to earn a commission off of that, which is really, really cool, okay? Because it's 30% of whatever their binary check was. So if someone made $1,000 and you're not yet 5K affiliate, you're going to get $300, all right, which is really, really cool. And as you can see, the higher the brand bucks, the way more benefits. So, you know, I always say if you're taking the business serious, you want to invest in the biggest package possible. And as you can see, the $399 not only gets you that much more in product, but it gets you that much more in travel savings. But more importantly, it gets you 2 levels of check match. Okay. And then the big brand buck at $800, which we have a lot of people getting. You get $800 in prepaid savings, but more importantly, you get 4 levels of check match. All right. And it can be very, very lucrative, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, do whatever it takes to get started, but just get started. Now, I always like to share this picture with you as I close out. This is a picture of the 7-figure earners when I first joined the company. This was mind-blowing to me because the company was about 4 years old at the time. And I'm like, whoa, this many people made $1 million in less than 4 years? Are you kidding me? Okay. And what's really exciting right now is that Africa has the most momentum probably in its entire company right now. Okay. So in other words, you guys keep doing what you're doing and you keep exploding the way you're exploding, you're going to have more people from Africa on this stage than Americans. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, the timing is right. The product is right. The high gas prices make our product even more valuable. You're getting in the fuel industry. We have very little to no competition whatsoever. Everyone can use our product. Okay. Whether it's for generators, cooking oil, cooking fuel, or, you know, for driving, whatever it is, everybody can use it. Okay. So I consider this a once in a lifetime opportunity. So in closing, I'm going to say the future belongs to those who see the possibilities before they become obvious. Okay. It's obvious to me what is going on in Africa and the success that you guys are having. All right. And, you know, you just got to plug into our paint by number system and follow the system, and you too can have tremendous success. Okay. So with that being said, for any new affiliates to get started with us, Dale has a training on Monday. You definitely want to attend that. Monday, it's that he promotes, so you'll get that link sent to you once you get started. And we're going to teach you, train you, hold your hand, and help you to success. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for joining us, and we'll see you back here next week. So all new affiliates, make sure you invite as many people as possible to the next Thursday presentation, because they're going to be just as excited as you are right now. Okay, because I know you got to be excited, and they're going to want to get started. So the more people you put on the Zoom, the more people you're going to get started. Okay. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for joining. Hey, Sue, I see you representing with your Fuel Factor X shirt, as you always do. Okay, a walking billboard. Okay, so I want to encourage everyone to do that too. Become walking billboard. Get you a Fuel Factor X shirt made or purchased, and walk around. People are going to ask you, what is that? And that helps you promote your business. So with that being said, everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next Thursday. Bye-bye for now.